Welcome back to the Tennessee Frontier. So I got to thinking about it, and I figured it would be a lot easier for you all to listen to me talk as try to read what I've got typed out on the screen at the same time as seeing what's going on. So I'm going to try to get better about doing narrations on my videos. I was doing some tree work for Tom and Sue a while back. We got to talking about this little shed they had out in their field. They mentioned how they wanted it moved, and they were wondering if I had any ideas about moving it. Well, the gears got to turning. At first I thought about using the grapple trailer, but I wasn't sure that it would have enough lifting range to get it swung onto the trailer. We rounded up enough work to justify bringing the KX080 excavator out to the site. Tom and Sue picked up some heavy-duty straps, and we did a little rookie rigging. Now, Tom's about to show us how easy it is to balance this load, but I didn't want him having to walk with the excavator holding the shed to balance like that. It's not convenient. More importantly, it's not safe. So I grabbed one of my Samson rigging slings and fashioned him up a quick tagline. Taglines allow people to maneuver a suspended load from a safe distance. This should be the first indication to all the professionals out there that we aren't good for nothing. It was pretty windy that day. Typically you don't want to lift and move anything big on a windy day, but we didn't see a funnel cloud anywhere, and that wind was helping keep my head cool, which I appreciated because I'd never done this before. Keep a cool head, they say. I told Tom early on we better scab on some 2x material up near the eave to keep from busting it up during the move, and that we needed to scab on some keeper boards on the bottom there to keep the rigging slings from sliding closer together. The best place for those straps to be was right near a floor joist. That would help keep the strap from busting up the board running around the perimeter of the shed. I learned today that those boards are called band joists. We ended up spending a lot more time scabbing these boards on and setting the rigging than actually lifting and moving the shed. That's usually how it goes though. Nothing to fret about. Take time to do it right. We probably should have scabbed another board on each side of the shed near the eave. That would have helped with the shingle lifting you're seeing here. I couldn't reference my lifting capacity chart in the excavator. I was well outside the listed range, but behind the controls I could hardly tell the shed was there. Had we had any problems tipping, we could have made adjustments in the rigging or our overall approach. There was plenty of slack in the straps to account for that. Altogether, I'm proud of Tom and I. Neither one of us had ever moved a shed like this before. In fact, I've never moved a shed, period. So I deserve 2 sugar cookies. Well, anyway, there's Tom the Kubota and I carrying a little shed off into the sunset. But this story isn't over yet. Cue the banjo music. Before we could get the shed moved over to its final resting place, I had to drop this big hickory tree. Now, I thought I'd got a video of me taking it down. Unfortunately, it looks like I've either accidentally deleted the video or it's on a missing SD card somewhere. So these pictures will have to do. Here's Tom just before we finished. He's using my climbing saw to cut the legs out from under the shed to get it seated on the concrete slab. I wish I would have gotten a picture of Tom and Sue standing in front of the shed after we got it situated, but I jumped right over to cleaning up the hickory, and before I knew it, it was dark. It was a big tree. Looking back at my notes, it was 40 inches at the cut, and the first log measured out at 12.5 feet. Tom, Sue, I appreciate you all letting me do this work for you. And to everyone who has subscribed to my channel and taken the time to watch my videos, I greatly appreciate it. Next time on the Tennessee Frontier.